Hi, everyone. It is me, Sailor Star Fighter, Dustin here. And today we're going to you know, talk about how a lot of folks always want to have Serena be with me. Now, there's a little misunderstanding going on. Now, in Sailor Stars, by the time I get the Earth with Jordan and Jillian, and we're doing our shows as the Free Lights, also known as the Tri-Lights. You know, Darien has already left, unknown to Serena that he was, slain by Galaxia, and all that time she thinks that he's the one. She thinks that he's just way too busy to answer her notes or, talk to her on the far speaker or whatever's going on. Anyway, so then we become friends, and that's mostly where I keep it at. But then there's a lot of times where a lot of folks think a lot of things. They're like, oh, Dustin, you didn't believe that she had a boyfriend, Darien? You didn't believe all that? Well, yes and no. Yes, I did believe she had a boyfriend, but I believed that since he was gone, I didn't. No, yeah, let's be earnest. I didn't believe she had a boyfriend. And I thought that he was gone. So then I thought that, oh, I could take his stead or whatever I thought. And it was sad for me to think that, you know. And we would keep bumping into we keep meeting each other from time to time, probably more times than it's anything funny. And also call her Meatball Head, and Serena would say, well, only Darien has the right to call her that. And after all of that, then there was the one outing, the one we go to the keep, and the one at the song club, things like that. And then even after all of that, I kept thinking, oh, well, that I was the one and I was not. And Serena would tell me many times that she already had a boyfriend named Darien, which was her husband-to-be at that time. And it wasn't until after we beat Sailor Galaxia that I met Darien that I said, I'm happy you got your boyfriend back, or happy you got your husband-to-be back. And I told Darien, hey, take care of Serena, or else. And he's like, don't worry, I will. It's like, yeah, I'm only kidding. So, yeah, I was guilty of thinking that me and Serena could be a thing, where Serena just saw me as a friend, and I saw her, as more than that, which I was sorry. But over the years, that mistake of mine has offshooted into a thing of its own in the Sailor Moon followership, where you'll see folks that say, oh, I think Serena and Dustin should be together, not Serena and Darien, like that thing. And I'm here to tell you, don't even start with that. That was my mistake, and I let it go to something it shouldn't. I'm my mistake. I started it, and now it became a thing, sadly. And half of the Sailor Moon followership makes up their mind, of who they think she should be with. All right? I'm the one that made a mistake. And this would have been between 95 YL when Sailor Stars happened, to think more of it than what it was. Like when I kept meeting up with her, or the time that we had an outing, or that one time when she was home alone and she was house sitting and I came to house sit with her, and and then there's a whole thing with Chibi Chibi, and then the rest of the Sailor fighters coming in, entering the elders. And then some, true farcier show, hair, make flatbread. I'm not making that one up. Which just snowballs into someone becoming a fiend, and you know. And the funny thing is that at the end of the day, I should have just saw her as a friend and nothing more. And looking back at it, that's what it was. To me, that's what I should have just seen it as. And I'm for, sorry for letting it, I'm sorry that I thought it was more than what it was. And sadly, now the Sailor Moon followership out there now thinks it's something else, And you're going to have folks that say, oh, well, shouldn't we both be together? No. As friends, yes, and nothing more. And a lot of folks bring up about how, how I'm making myself do things to her. Like, they're like, oh, you're not unlooking her withdrawal. She told you no, but you don't want to listen. She told you she already has a boyfriend, a husband to be, and you don't want to listen. Yeah, I'm guilty of that. Yeah, that was dumb. I was guilty of that. And then there was that time where I threw a red rose, and then she broke down, and she said, I thought it was Tuxedo Mask. It was Darien, Evening Coat High. That's who I'm in love with. That's who I've been missing all this time. And I'm like, I'm not good enough. Well, that's where I should have known right there that we were only friends. And that's what we always are now. That's all in the past. Everything's been forgiven. And it's like water under the bridge, as some folks would say. So I would like it if folks would stop making it a thing. And keep in mind, and stars, I'm not like that at all. It never comes up. In stars, yeah, we're friends and that's it. The rest of, I want it to be more than that. It's not a thing in the book or in stars, but in Sailor Stars, yeah, they make it a whole thing. So, yeah. All right. If you want to watch the other film that was made yesterday, where Sailor Saturn, Sailor Ringworld, Ataru makes her film, well, watch that film if you want. Sailor Starfighter Dustin, and I'll see you later.